Good day, everyone. Welcome to another solution walkthrough on Leetcode Simplified. I'm Alan, and today's topic is Leetcode 228 summary range. Given a sorted array of unique integers, we need to replace all consecutive numbers with a string start number to end numbers. And if a number stands alone, we simply record it as a single string. For example, given sorted array of unique integers 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Numbers 0, 1, 2 are consecutive, so we write this range as a string 0.22. Numbers 4, 5 are consecutive, so we write this range as a string 4.25. Number 7 is a standalone number. We simply write it as a single string 7. The key idea is to detect when a range of consecutive numbers ends, so we can record the current range before starting a new one. We start with 0 as the beginning of our first range. Go through each number in the array. 1 and 2 are consecutive, so we continue. 4 breaks the sequence. We then write the range as a string 0 to 2. Update 4 as the new start for a new range. Continue reading through the numbers to find the new break number. 5 is consecutive to 4, so we continue. 7 breaks the sequence, so we write the string 4.25, the previous number before the current number 7. Update 7 is the new start for a new range. Here's the tricky case we need to take care of. We loop through all the numbers, but the last range has not been recorded yet. We need to record the last range, whether it is a standalone number like 7 or a range of numbers like 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's translate that idea into Python step by step. We begin by handling the else case. If given array is empty, just return an empty array. Next, initialize an empty array to store our result. Let's store the very first number as the start of our first range. Now, we begin loop through each number starting from the second one. A break happens if the current number isn't consecutive to the previous one, meaning it's not equal to the previous number plus 1. Append the range as a string from start to the previous number to the result array if it's not a standalone number. Else, simply append the standalone number as a single string to the result. Then start a new range with the current number. Remember, we record a range to the result when we detect a break, but there's no break in the last range to trigger our recording. We need to record the last range as well. So, after the loop ends, we need to append the last range as a string from the start of the last range to the last number if the last range is not a standalone number. Else, if the last range is just a standalone number, simply append that number as a single string to the result array. Finally, return the result. Oh, I spot a small indentation. Okay, corrected. And that's the whole solution with one pass through the array. Let's mark that submit button. Moment of truth. Boom, accepted. The time complexity is big O of n since we traverse the array once. Space complexity is also big O of n because in the worst case scenario, no numbers are consecutive, so each of the n numbers become its own string. Therefore, the result array store n elements given big O of n space. A simple, elegant solution that shows how just a few lines of logic can capture the entire problem. If you enjoy this walkthrough and want to keep sharpening your Leetcode problem-solving skills, check out my other videos right here on the channel. I'm Alan and this was Leetcode Simplified. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.